Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the Aaron Sanchez trade. Aaron Sanchez, Joe Biagini, and Cal Stevenson from the Toronto Blue Jays go to the Houston Astros for Derek Fisher. Now, I personally think this trade was a lot to give up for Derek Fisher. Even though he has some good upside, we have lots of guys like Teoscar Hernandez, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., we have quite a few guys that can play the outfield and a lot of upcoming talent. If we could see Sanchez get back to his 2016 form, that could be a steal of a deal for Houston. And I personally think if you put Sanchez in a reliever role, maybe help him get his stuff back a bit, that will help him out and he can get back his stuff from 2016 and be that Cy Young candidate we always hope to see him. And I don't know, like the Astros just they have so much leverage over the Blue Jays. They're just like, oh yeah, we want Sanchez and oh yeah, throw in Biagini and Stevenson too. Like I personally think if we were gonna give up something, why would we have to give up also Biagini and Cal Stevenson? Derek Fisher has been a really good AAA player. His success has never really transferred over to the MLB, so I don't like he has a little bit of upside, but for what we gave up, I do not think we got what back, because the upside that Sanchez still has, if he can stay healthy and come back to his 2016 self, that would be very good for the Blue Jays. And who knows, we could see Sanchez being a setup man for Osuna in Astros. That Sanchez could be pitching the 8th inning of the World Series and Osuna pitching the 9th inning of the World Series. Now, as a Blue Jays fan, you hate to see that because they both could have been here, and Sanchez has a lot of good upside still left, and he's still very young. Which Fisher, isn't that, like, he's around the same age as Sanchez, so I don't understand. Even Biagini could turn out to be a solid reliever out of the pen, give you 3 innings, 4 innings, maybe even a good starter. So I just don't understand why they gave up so much. I guess the management likes what they see from Derek Fisher, but I think Houston absolutely hosed Toronto here and got a great deal, especially with the upside they have with Sanchez, and Biagini could be a really solid pitcher for them too. Stevenson, he's okay. He's just a filler player in that trade, really. He's nothing special, but I personally think the Astros got a lot better deal here. Yes, Sanchez has been like god awful this year, but if the value is not there for him, keep him. And his last 2 starts he's been really well. He had that really bad stretch, but his last 2 starts he's been coming around. Maybe even keep him till the off season. Get some quality starts in him, or move him to the bullpen, and his value will be much better. We will get back way more in return than a Derek Fisher, who's been very hard to crack Houston's roster as any type of player the last few seasons. I just don't think that Derek Fisher is a key building block to build around. Like, I don't think he's a key piece in this rebuild the Jays are in. I know the Jays are in the rebuild and they want to get young, but Sanchez is young and he's only 27 and Fisher's like 25. And we're giving up another prospect. I just don't see how the Blue Jays management must see something in Fisher that a lot of us don't, because he has not been a great player in the MLB, and I do not see the upside that he can bring to the Blue Jays. there really isn't that much. Like, yeah, he can maybe be a decent platoon bat, like bench bat, kind of rotate in on the off day, maybe a little DH. He's going to be nothing special, really. His defensive ability isn't, it's okay, it's not the greatest. I just don't think that he can, for what we gave up, I just do not think he has the upside to be even a potential player as like Sanchez was in 2016, just 3 years ago. I know it's 3 years ago, but he can come back to his old self, and I know he can be good for us. And I like Sanchez, throw him in the bullpen and test him out there and see what happens. If he does good, does good, that's great. Maybe you can throw him back in as a starter, or he'll have way more value. And the thing I've been watching a lot of MLB trade deadline stuff, and the thing is, everyone wanted to see Sanchez in a reliever role, but they didn't do it. They didn't put him in a reliever role. If they would have put him in a reliever role, teams would have been a lot more interested in him and got to see his talent in many other ways. So maybe they should have put him in a reliever role for a week or two to see what he's got, and maybe get a bit more value than just a bench bat Derek Fisher type guy. I know he's still fairly young, 25, but and then on top of that, like Biagini is a really solid pitcher out of the pen. He's not the greatest, but he's a very solid arm out of the pen. And Cal Stevenson, he's a decent prospect. Like, why do we have to throw in this much in the deal to get all this? Like, it just makes no sense for the Jays. The Jays management must see something in him, but I just don't see why the Jays made this trade. And yeah, that's my analysis. I think for this one, I'm gonna have to give the Jays a D- grade. For now, honestly, I do not think it was a good trade. So yeah, it's all. This is my first video on my channel, and I hope you guys subscribe and come back for more. And I'll be doing lots more analysis on a lot of sports: MLB, NHL, NBA, CFL, NFL. And yeah, so I hope you guys come back for more and watch more sports analysis on my channel. Thank you.